Hello everyone and welcome to class. Today we have a vinyasa, slow flow. We're going to focus on the upper area mostly. We're going to stretch the whole body, but we're going to focus on stretching and strengthening the upper back, the shoulder and the chest. This class is moderate pace, is for everyone, and I hope you enjoy it, even for pregnant women in all their trimesters. Feel free to use any props if you're pregnant, especially in my third trimester. I love using some blocks. Also, if you're very stiff, these are very helpful as well, so just have them by your side. I also like to have a cushion and my bolster. But don't worry, you don't need all these props. You can just modify as you like. All right, we're gonna start in child's pose. So let's take a child's pose with wide legs. And we're gonna take a little bit of an active child's pose. So just widen your knees as much as you can and sit on your heels. Walk your hands forwards. And if this is uncomfortable because your belly is on the way, if you're pregnant, you can just sit on your heels in Virasana. Good. You can close your eyes here and just bring your attention into your breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And arriving in your body. Arriving in this moment, letting go of any tension, any stress. Feel like you're inhaling relaxation and exhaling any stress or worries, any tension. Again, inhale through the nose. And exhale. Good. We're gonna come up and bring our knees under our hips, and we're gonna walk into a puppy. So we're gonna keep this puppy also active. If you're pregnant, you can widen your knees as well. Also, if you have a bigger body, it's good to just widen your stance all the time in any of the yoga poses as well to create more space. This time we're going to keep the fingertips on the floor, and I want you to also keep your forehead on the floor. Off the floor. Or on the floor. Usually you would put your forehead or your chin on the floor in a puppy, but I want you to keep it active. So just elevate the shoulders, elevate your armpits off, and activate the arms. So you should feel it on your shoulders. Long, deep breaths here. Hold it a few more breaths. One more. Good. And release it. Woo. Sit on your heels. Rotate your shoulders and just shake it off. You should definitely feel that kind of engagement and warming up of the shoulder joint. So if you have some blocks, we're going to use these blocks to stretch a little bit of the front of the chest and the shoulders. So if you don't have blocks, you can just do it on the floor. We're going to put the elbows shoulder width apart on the floor, on the blocks, palms together. Your hips are going to stay up over your knees, and you're going to bring your hips back, kind of like the same puppy pose position, trying to bring the chest towards the floor, the head towards the floor, and the hands back towards your shoulder blades. So you should feel a really nice opening here on the shoulders. This is one of the poses that became viral on TikTok. So it's a great shoulder opener. It's also great for posture, for that rounding of the shoulders that we get from sitting a lot and being on our phones or on the computer. Good, one more breath. And inhale. Come back up. Very nice. We're gonna do thread the needle. So come back into fours. You're gonna bring your left hand forwards a little bit towards the forwards of the mat. Thread your right arm under and bring your right ear on the floor. Once you're here, you're gonna bring your left arm back and try and see if you can grab your the inside of your right thigh and look up. So you have a little twist here. I like to also stretch my left foot and try and place the foot on the floor. Stretch the left leg rather and look up. Big breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's go back to center. We'll do the other side. So right arm forwards, and you can stop at any step that you like. If something feels too much, just back off a little bit. Your left arm threads under, left ear under on the floor. Extend the right arm. So you can stay here. This is a perfect place to stay. Otherwise, you can bring your right arm and wrap it around and see if you can bind and hold the left inner thigh. Look up with your right eye. If that feels good and you want to go a little bit deeper, you can extend the right foot and try and bring the right foot on the floor flat, looking up. Inhaling relaxation and exhaling tension. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Good. Come back to center. We're gonna tuck in the toes and come into our first downward facing dog of today. Easy, gentle downward dog. Press all 5 fingers on the floor. Armpits towards one another. Extend the arms as much as you can. If you have a belly like mine, like a big belly, you can just widen your feet as much as you need to. If you don't, I recommend you keep your feet hip width apart. Couple more breaths here. If you're very stiff, you can bend your knees. That's okay. Bend your knees as much as you need to. I really want you to focus on lifting the hips up towards the sky more than anything and extending the arms. Again, I love using blocks under my hands for those who are very stiff, or if you're pregnant, it gives you a lot more space and it's easier to bring your weight back towards your heels because you don't have as much space to go. So modify as you need to. Listen to your body and don't compare yourself. It's the most important. This is about you. Okay, now you're going to bring the left foot to the middle of the mat and your right foot is going to come up. I want you to keep your hips squared as much as you can so your 4 toes are facing downwards. Flex your foot, your right foot as much as you can. You can bend the left knee if that's not possible, that's fine. But I want you to really stretch the right leg and press as if you had a wall behind you and you're pressing onto it. Breathe here. So we're strengthening the hips here, stabilizing the hip joint. One more breath. Inhale, bend that right knee and bring the foot in the middle of the mat and just drop your left knee on the floor. Now, if you have sensitive knees, you can use a cushion under your left knee. I always like to do that, so it hurts a little bit if I don't. You can use the blocks here. Prop yourself up for a little bit and just feel this place. For a second, we're opening the hip flexor here, the left hip flexor. Good. Now let's back up a little bit from that stretch, and we're gonna bring our arms into eagle position. So right arm up, right arm up, left arm under, and wrap them around. Lift the shoulders and look up. So you can stay here, there's a little back bend in the top of the spine. Or you can move your hips forwards and also work on stretching the front of the left hip, the hip flexor. A bit of a back bend and a shoulder stretch at the same time. Wherever you are, just breathe. And keep your attention completely on your breath, on the posture. Good. Inhale. Come back with your hips over your knees, and let's let that go. We're going to come into cactus arms. So cactus arms are like this. Again, we're going to do a little bit of a cat-cow here to open the chest as well as the front of the shoulders. So inhale into a cow tilt, kind of like a little bit of an arch, and exhale. Inhale, open. And you can let your hips go forwards and round. Fluid, inhale. Follow the breath, exhale. So you're connecting movement and breath, inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Stay there, hold it, look up. And if you can, interlace your hands behind you. Press your palms together and lift your hands off your bum and look up, little arch. If looking up is way too much, stay looking forwards and work on your shoulders and your hip here. It's a lot going on at the same time, so do the best you can. Oh, very nice. Exhale, release that. And we're gonna walk into a vinyasa. So from here, step into a downward facing dog. And we're gonna do a little bit of a different kind of vinyasa. Come into a plank. You can drop the knees if you need to. Instead of chaturanga, we're gonna come up into our knees and do a little bit of a camel. So push your hips forward, stretching the front of the body. Hands back, stretch the throat. One breath. Exhale, come back. If that's too much, you can use your hips, your hands in the back of the hips, and just push your hips forwards, shoulders back. Let's do that again. And exhale. Very nice. Hands on the floor or on the blocks. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one deep breath here just to settle and feel. And if that feels just too much, at any moment, if you need to take a rest, just take a child's pose. And we'll do the other side. I'm staying with using the blocks because it feels really good, but you can just put your hands on the floor if you're a little more flexible and don't need that. Okay, so bring your right foot on the middle of the mat. And let's do the left side. So lift your left leg up, flex that left foot, and really press the blocks or the floor away from you. So you're bringing your hips back. You can bend that right knee if you need to, but I want you to really focus on straightening that left leg. Toes are facing downwards, and your hips are completely squared. So don't open the hip like that. Square hips, work that hip stability. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, bend the knee, look forward, and step your left foot forward into a low lunge. Good. Let's just work a little bit here. So just extend the spine and bring your hips down towards the floor. Feeling the stretch in the front of the right hip bone. So the hip flexor rather. Good. From here, come back up. And we're gonna do eagle arms. So left arm is gonna go up 90 degrees, right arm under. So you want your right arm to go under, wrap. And some people might not be able to wrap completely. That's okay, you can stay here. You can wrap again and clasp your hands together. Lift your elbows up and away from the body and look up. You can stay here and just breathe, or you can add a little bit more of a stretch, bringing your hips forwards, breathing here, relaxing and releasing on every breath. Woo! Don't worry if you fall. It's all part of the practice. Practice makes better, not perfect. So be willing to accept all the little wiggles and falls and tremblings. Just breathe into it. Good. Inhale, come back up, and now open your hands into cactus, and we're gonna start with a cat-cow with the spine. Inhale, open the spine, look up. Exhale, round the spine. So you can stay here, or you can add a little fluid movement with the hips. Allowing the hips to be involved in the movement. Inhale. Exhale. Following your own breath, your own movement. One more. On the last one, we're going to stay up. And if you can, clasp your hands behind your back. Press the palms together and lift the arms off your bum, off your body, and look up. Exhale, release. Hands on the block. Very nice. Left leg back into downward dog. Lift up. And vinyasa. Same vinyasa as we did before. We're going to come forwards. Plank. Drop the knees on the floor. And come up into a camel. So every time we do this, we're going to go a little bit deeper. But just go at your own pace. If it's too much for you, just simply open and close. That's all you have to do. If you want to go a little bit deeper, we're going to inhale, move back, hips stay forwards, connected. Grab your ankles and come back up. Exhale. Very nice. Hands on the floor, downward facing dog. Good. Let's just bend the knees, sit on our heels, close the eyes, and take a moment to just feel, reconnect with the breath, and settle. Good. We're going to open the eyes, hands on the floor. Come back into a downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. One breath here. Left foot in the middle of the mat. Lift your right foot up as much as you can. And I'm going to let you open the hips here. So just press into the floor with all 5 fingers, or all 10 fingers rather. And bend the knee and look up towards the sky with your right eye. And you can stay here, or you can take it to a wild thing. So just bring your shoulders over your hands a little bit, bend the left knee, and open it into a wild thing. Enjoy that front opening of the body. Inhale, look down, and bring your right leg up again, 3-legged dog. Inhale, look forwards, right foot in the middle of the mat. Turn your back foot out 45 degrees and come up into Warrior A. Exhale. We're going to bring our arms again into eagle pose. So right arm up, Keep that right knee bent, left arm under, wrap around. We're just gonna turn around a little bit towards the inside so we're not having our hips forwards like in a normal warrior, but just a little bit angled to the inside of our legs. We're gonna do some shoulder circles here. And just allow your shoulders and your elbows and even your spine to get involved. Keeping the legs strong, the right knee bent, and the other way. Juicing up those joints. Good. Come back to center. And I want you to extend the right foot. Inhale, lift the arms and look back. A little arch in the top of the spine. Working on your balance. If you're struggling with the balance, open your legs a little wider apart. Inhale, come back up and open your arms into cactus. Bend that right knee and we're gonna inhale, lift the arms up, straighten the leg, exhale, press down your shoulder blades, pressing together, your elbows coming towards one another, and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're working the legs and the arms here. Let's do two more, really pressing the shoulder blades together and working those arms. One more. And inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, and turn forwards into parallel feet, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged fold. We're gonna inhale, hands together, clasp the hands together in the back, press the hands together, shoulder blades towards one another, look up, small arch, big breath. Exhale, relax over the legs. Try and relax the hands towards the back of your body, towards the floor, and relaxing the top of the head towards the floor. If you need to bend the knees, that's okay. Good. One more deep breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Okay. Close your feet a little bit. Turn your right foot out, extend the arms, and let's take a triangle pose. Right hand down, either on the block, on your leg, or on the outside edge of the foot. Focus your eyes on your left palm. One more inhale. And exhale. Look down towards the front of the mat. Your hands are gonna windmill backstroke. And place your hands on the floor or on some blocks. Bend the knee if you need to. And actually, we're gonna extend the back leg a little bit more and we're gonna come into a lizard. So the back knee is gonna be off the floor, chest is open. And bring your right foot a little bit on the outside edge of the mat. So you have a wide stance here, a little, or a nice wide opening in the hips. Good. You can drop the knee here. And come into, you can bring your hands on the blocks if you like, or on the floor. If it's comfortable, you can also bring your hands or your elbows on the floor. So do what's best for you right now. Keep the chest open like in a cow tilt. And I want you to turn into the outside edge of your right foot, the knife of your right foot. Turn out and open that hip wide. Let that hip really open up. You can stay here, or you can bend your left foot and reach back with your right arm. If you can reach the top of your foot, hold your foot and open the chest. Kick your leg back and really feel this chest opening. Perhaps you feel also the stretch on the left thigh. You can also do this if your hands on the floor, whatever's comfortable. Inhale and exhale wherever you are, any tension or stress. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Place both hands on the floor and extend the left foot. We're going to do a wild thing here. So slowly pick up that right foot and you're going to bring the right foot back towards the back of the body. Place it there and open up. Inhale, stretch the whole front body. Exhale, look down. We're going to do our special vinyasa. Come into a plank. Drop the knees. Tucking the toes, camel. Whatever your version of this pose is, inhale, open the chest, hands back. If you can reach back and grab your ankles, do that. Lift your hips, press the hips forwards towards the front of the mat. Inhale, come back up. Using your core and your pelvic floor. Exhale, hands on the floor. Lift up, downward facing dog. Very nice. So that's our second flow. I'm going to do the left side now. So the right foot in the middle of the mat. Inhale your left foot up. You can press into the floor and really reach that left foot up. Bend your knee if you need to. Look up towards the sky with your left eye. You can stay there or you can choose to drop into wild thing, bringing your shoulders over the wrists, bending a little bit the legs, and reaching back and out. Open the front side body. Exhale, look down towards the floor, and slowly, slowly come back to three-legged dog. Lift your left leg. Inhale, come forwards into warrior one. Left foot in the middle of the mat. The left foot doesn't get there, you can always bring that foot, help it with the left hand. No problem. Right foot 45 degrees and come up, warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands down. Are we gonna do that eagle position with the legs, with the arms? Left arm up, right arm under. Just look forwards and kind of square the hips towards the inside of your body, and we'll do some circles. Easy. Circles from one side, let your spine go, no control. And other way. Good. Come back to center. Square your hips and straighten your left foot. Inhale, lift your arms, look up, small arch. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Open the arms into cactus, and we're gonna come into this. You can close your legs a little bit if that's too much. Bend your knee. Press the shoulder blades and the elbows down and back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Inhale. Commit completely to your pose. Inhale with all your senses, with all the body, your whole breath, your whole presence in each movement. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Connecting breath and movement. Very nice. Inhale, straighten, and we're gonna turn to the back of the mat. This time we're gonna do Prasarita A. So your legs are gonna be wide. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me better. Feet are parallel to the mat. Hold your hips. Inhale, look up. And exhale, bend forwards. Now your hands are going to be under your shoulders. Look up, straighten the elbows. Exhale, bend forwards. And just hang here. Long, deep breaths. So bring the weight a little bit more towards the front of the feet. Bend your knees if you need to. And I'm going to give you the option to stay here. Or if you want to add a little inversion, you can do that. So you can just do a tripod headstand here. Bring the weight all over the front or the middle of the head rather. And slowly, carefully, if you know you can do this, you can experiment. And you're not going to fall. You can experiment with lifting one leg and then the other, or both legs at the same time, and come up into your tripod headstand. Wherever you are, just breathe and stay present. One more long, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, release. If you're up there, slowly make your way down. Inhale, straighten the arms, look up. And exhale, come up. Very nice. Triangle on the left side. Turn your left foot out, your right foot a little bit in. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, come down. So you can put your hand on the outside edge of the floor, or on your leg, or on a block. Right arm up, breathe. Easy breath. Try and never hold the breath. Keep it moving, keep it fluid. Mouth closed. Good. Look forwards. The arm is going to windmill or backstroke back. Look forward to the front of the mat and hands on the floor or on some blocks. Bend the left knee and bring the right foot back and straighten it as much as you can. Lift the chest, open the hip for lizard. Now walk your left foot out and your hands are going to go on the inside of your left leg. Good. Relax that left foot, that right knee down on the floor. And again, you can stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, if it feels better for you, you can come into your elbows. There's also the choice of using the blocks. Whatever you do, don't drop your spine like this. Keep the spine engaged. Stay engaged in the pose, cow tilt with the chest. One more inhale. And exhale. Now turn your left foot out and go into the outside edge or knife edge of your left foot, opening the hip a little more, even letting the knee open wide. So you can stay here or you can bend your right foot and try and reach your left arm back towards your foot for a little twist here. If you can, hold the front of the foot and arch a little bit, open the chest. Kick your right foot against your left hand. Remember, you can also be up here. Breathing into all the sensations. Good. Exhale, release. Both hands on the floor. Extend the back leg. And we're going to go into our wild thing here, or you can just go to your vinyasa, whatever feels better for you. So inhale slowly. Back up that left leg. Pick it up and bring it behind you. Place the foot back and turn around and opening to wild thing. Send the whole front body. Exhale, release. Come back into a plank. Let's go into our vinyasa. Knees on the floor, tucking the toes, and come up into that camel. Our last camel, I promise, so make it good. Inhale, arms back. Really lift the chest before you even go back. Open the chest as much as you can, right? Open the arms, the palms are open. And you can stay here. Press your hips forwards, 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 forwards. Engage the core. If you're not pregnant, engage your pelvic floor. And look back, extend the throat. If you can keep going and reach for your heels, do that. And we're gonna hold this camel wherever you are a little bit more. 1. Feel your chest like a balloon with air or helium rather. Feel very buoyant here. Feel the joy that comes with opening the chest and the heart and the throat. Vulnerability and joy and light. Good. Inhale, slowly come back up the way you started. And exhale. Sit on your heels, palms on your thighs. Close your eyes and just feel. Good. Let's go into our sit on our bums. And we're gonna bring your feet a little bit forward and open, hip width apart or a little bit wider. Our hands, our palms are gonna face back. And we're gonna bring our hips kind of towards our palms. The feet are gonna be kind of like if we're going to a bridge, but a lot wider between the amount of space between our feet and our bum. We're gonna stretch the chest here. So we're gonna lift the hips up. Exhale, bring them all the way towards the feet. Look back, open the chest. Inhale, come up and forwards. So inhale, lift the hips and stretch. And back. One more time. Inhale. This is a really nice shoulder chest opener. Stay here. Breathe. And exhale. Come back, hips back. Woo. It's pretty deep. Stretch. All right, let's do our last posture of the day. We're gonna lay down slowly. So if you're pregnant, I recommend that you just lay on your side. You don't want to do any crunches on your belly. Otherwise, just lay back. Normally, I will do a bridge pose just to end class. So bring your feet towards your bum. You can choose to do a restorative bridge and just lift your hips and put them on the block. That's cool too. Otherwise, hands on the floor. Inhale, lift the hips up and bring your shoulders under you. I like to squeeze my shoulder blades together here. Press into the floor with all parts of your foot. Really activate the back of the legs and squeeze your glutes here a little bit. You can interlace your palms together. You can also hold on to the ankles, another variation. Or you can have your hands on the floor. The restorative version would be just placing the block under your sacrum and just hanging out here. Whatever you choose, remember to stay fully present in the pose and fully engaged, fully interested. Even if you've done this posture a million times, or if it's the first time you do it, try and see if you can find something in the pose every time that's different. Find interest and fully engage in the pose with all your muscles and bones and cells and senses. Exhale, release down gently. Good. We're going to bring the knees towards the armpits a little bit and just kind of wiggle them around a little bit just to release the lower back and the hip flexors. And we can do some small circles. In and out. Very nice. Yeah. Good. To end, we're gonna do a fish, supported fish. One of my favorite postures. I do this every day. It's great for opening and really activating the top of the spine. So great for your back bending practice as well as your posture. So you're gonna bring the one of the blocks towards the side, horizontal, like that, under your shoulder blades. Feet hip width apart or a little bit wider, depending on your body. And you're gonna hang here. So usually if you're a little bit more flexible and your neck doesn't have any issues, you can just hold your elbows and open up, relax back. This feels amazing. Working on the top, on the flexibility of the top of the spine, which is usually the part that is the most locked and has less mobility. As you awaken this part of the spine, you will be able to find more space in your back bending practice because you'll be relieving any over activation of the lower back, which is usually where we feel the back bending or where we take the back bending because we have more space and flexibility there. We kind of overcompensate and then we get back pain. So if your neck feels a little bit in that posture, you can also just put your head on the block in any of the levels. Just adjust whatever feels good. Exhale, release with your wide mouth open. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. You can experiment here with different arm positions. You can have a cactus opening. Brings it more into the chest area. Feels really, really good. Or have your arms straight back. Sometimes I like to interlace my hands and really stretch the arms back. One more deep breath here. And exhale, release. We're going to lay down in Shavasana. So for those of you that are watching that are pregnant and you're in your second or third trimester and laying back doesn't feel good anymore, you can prop yourself up with a bolster, some blocks, or just lay on your side. If you're not, you can just lay on your normal Shavasana. So this feels also, if you're not pregnant, this feels fantastic. So you should try it. So your one of the blocks will be going like this in the direction of your mat and the other one standing, kind of like in the third level. And you put a bolster or some pillows. If you don't have a yoga bolster, just put some pillows over. That way it's a little cushiony. It feels really good. Like that. And then you're gonna lay back. So here, whoops, kind of falling. Gotta find the sweet spot so it don't fall over. There, okay. So lay there. And I like to start with my feet together, just opening the hips in this kind of supported Baddha Konasana, supported butterfly pose. Open the palms up towards the sky and close your eyes. If that doesn't feel good, you can just stretch your feet, your legs. Wherever you are, just take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, wide mouth, relax and let go. So the sound really helps release a deeper layer of stress and tension and holding on. So really try to exhale with sound and see how that feels. Inhale. Relax and release any tension. Inhale, relaxation. And exhale, any control left, any tension left, any anxiety, any worries. Feel like on every exhalation, you're relaxing and releasing a little bit deeper, like if you were peeling layers of an onion. With every exhale, you relax and release a little bit deeper. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just fear, completely surrender to this moment. Without judging your experience, your practice, your life. Just letting everything be just as it is right now, here, in this moment. And just take a moment to give thanks to yourself for being here, showing up for yourself, to breathe consciously, to move consciously, and to connect. And I invite you to stay as long as you need to in this Shavasana. Please don't rush. You just did all this work to ground and settle and connect. So try not to jump into anything too quickly or rush to get your phone or check your emails or Instagram or TikTok. Enjoy this moment. I'm going to close our session, our class here today. I hope you enjoyed class. And please, if you liked it, leave me some reviews and some messages. I really would like to hear from you. If there's anything specific that you want to work on or if you have any questions, I am available in this community for you all the time. So please ask and leave me messages. I will always reply. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed class. Have a great day. Namaste.